keeping up with the motto, let learning be a joy and teaching a pleasure. Here we are with the remote teaching and learning process to bridge the gap. Happy learning, student.
Subject Mathematics, Standard 6, Topic Bar Graphs, Part 1. Name of the teacher Richa Miss. Let us know about what is a graph paper. You can see in the picture how the graph paper looks. In this graph paper, coordinate paper, we can call grid paper or squared paper, is a writing paper that is printed with fine lines making us a regular grid. The lines are often used as guides for plotting graphs of functions or experimental data and drawing curves. It is commonly found in mathematics and engineering education settings and in laboratory notebooks. Graph paper is available either as loose leaf paper or bound in notebooks. Now let us see in graph theory what is a pictograph. A pictograph is a graph that shows numerical information by using pictures, symbols, or icons to represent data sets. The advantage of using pictograph is that it is easy to read. But when the data is of huge amount, we cannot use pictograph to represent it. At that time, we use bar graph. Let us see what is bar graph. A bar graphs are the pictorial representation of data, generally in the form of vertical or horizontal rectangular bars, where the length of bars are proportional to the measure of data. They are known as bar charts. Bar charts are one of the means of data handling in statistics. Let us see in this bar graph one example. In this, the Shiva's marks are represented in the bar graph. This horizontal axis is known as x-axis, vertical is known as y-axis. The intersection point of x-axis and y-axis is known as origin. Here we will write on the right hand side the scale. On the scale we are writing that on y-axis 1 centimeter we are taking 10 marks. See the difference here on the y-axis, difference is of 10 marks, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Like this we have written the numbers on the y-axis and name of the subjects on the x-axis. Here scale is very important. If you take the scale 1 centimeter equal to 20 marks, the gap of 20 marks will be there on the y-axis. According to the scale, we draw the numbers on the y-axis. So this is the representation of the marks of Shiva by bar graph. Now when we have to compare the marks of two subjects in different terms, we can use joint bar graph here to compare that in first term in maths how many marks I get and in second term how many marks I can get, how many marks I got. So joint bar graph we generally use for the comparison. Now let us see in this example. A joint bar graph is a set of bar graphs showing different sets of information but joined to each other. Here you can see in 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th standard number of boys and girls in 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th. So here on the scale we have represented that 1 centimeter equal to 10 boys and girls we are taking. That we will mention here that blue one we are taking for boys and red one we are taking for girls. So that it is easy to identify, red stands for what, girls, and blue stands for boys. Same way, two axes are there, x-axis and y-axis. On y-axis numbers are represented, on x-axis division standard is written 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th. So when I have drawn that the bar graph for the 5th standard, we know that 40, this blue one stands for boys, so 40 boys are there in the 5th standard and number of girls are what, 20. So you can see that like this we have represented for 6th also, 7th also and 8th also. Both the bar graphs are joined, so it is called as what, joint bar graphs, because in this different sets of information are there. This blue one represent the information of boys and red one represent the information of girls. So joint bar graph is a showing the different sets of information, but they are joined together. Same way, now we are doing the question number 1 from the exercise. You can see that this is the bar graph showing the maximum temperature in degrees Celsius in different cities on a certain day in February. Observe the graph and answer the following questions. You can see that this is a graph paper. In that graph paper, bar graphs are drawn. See that x-axis is there and y-axis, both are intersecting at point 0. 0 is called the origin. Here the scale they have taken 1 unit equal to 5 degrees Celsius. There is a difference of 5 degrees Celsius on y-axis. You see that 5, 10, 15 like this the scale is written here. You can see that first one is given Panchgani, then Pune, then Chandrapur, then Mathiran and Nashik. Now you can see that, see the bar graph and you have to answer the questions. Let us see the questions in next slide. What is the data is shown on the vertical and horizontal line. When you see the graph, you will see that temperature is shown in the vertical lines and cities are shown in the horizontal lines. The city of Chandrapur had the highest temperature. Pune, they are asking which city had the highest temperature. Then you have to, by seeing in the graph, you have to answer that which city has the highest temperature. You can see that which is the biggest one here. You can see that it is the Chandrapur. So you can see that the city Chandrapur had the highest temperature. Again you will see the graph and you will answer the third question, which cities had equal maximum temperature. Then we will again observe in the graph Pune and Nashik had the maximum equal temperature of 30 degrees Celsius and Panchgani and Mathiran had the equal and maximum temperature of 25 degrees. Fourth question, which cities had a maximum temperature of 30 degrees Celsius? So you can see that in that Pune and Nashik had a maximum temperature of 30 degrees Celsius. Then what is the difference between maximum temperature of Panchgani and Chandrapur? By seeing in the graph, you can see that the difference between maximum temperature of Panchgani and Chandrapur can be calculated as the difference in temperature equal to temperature of Chandrapur minus temperature of Panchgani. 35 degrees Celsius minus 25 degrees Celsius equal to 10 degrees Celsius. Question 2. The names of the heads of some families in a village and the quantity of drinking water their family consumes in one day are given below. Draw a bar graph for this data. Scale on y-axis 1 centimeter equal to 10 liters of water. It is already given the scale, so we have to use that scale only. Now you can see name. Name are Ramesh, Shobha, Ayub, Julie and Rahul. Liters of water used by them. Ramesh used 30 liters, Shobha 60 liters, Ayub 40 liters, Julie 50 liters, Rahul 55 liters. Now there are the steps how to draw the bar graph. In the center of graph paper, write the title, heads and quantity of drinking water consumed. Draw the x-axis and y-axis and mark O their point of intersection. Write the names of the head of the families on the x-axis at equal distances. The quantity of the drinking water consumed is taken on y-axis. Write the scale on the top right hand corner, that is 1 centimeter equal to 10 liters of water on the y-axis. Draw a bar of appropriate height above the name of each head of the family on x-axis. Let us see in this bar graph. When you are constructing it, you can see that this is x-axis, vertical line is y-axis, their intersection is origin. We name this 0. The scale was already given 1 centimeter equal to 10 liters. So we have taken 0 to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 till 80. Now we are drawing the bar graphs according to the liters of water consumed by the person. Suppose Ramesh consumed 30 liters. We have drawn the bar graph up to 30 liters. Then we have drawn the bar graph for Shobha, then Ayu, then Julie and Rahul. You can see that there is a difference of 10, 10, 10 in every number. So according to the scale only we will draw the numbers on the y-axis, and y-axis represents the liters of water consumed and x-axis represents the name of the person. So you have to be very careful while you are drawing the bar graphs. You have to see that the difference between the bar graph should be same. If the difference in the bar graph is uneven, and here that there is the difference in the scale, suppose you have written here 10, here 25, here 40. If the difference is uneven and here also the gap is also uneven, then the graph will become wrong. So to maintain the accuracy in the graph, you have to be very clear regarding what is the scale you are taking on y-axis, and on x-axis the difference of the gap should be same. And on the x-axis you will represent the name, and numbers are represented on the y-axis. Intersection point is origin. So children, practice the graphs from the textbook, and if any doubt, let me know. Thank you children. Have a great day.